What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Live Game, episode 86. This is your average man's perspective on football. I'm your co-host, Marcus. Joining me in the panel tonight is Herman. Say what up, Herman.
Hey.
And next up is Brian. Say what up, Brian.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Mark will be joining us shortly. Once again, Teddy Riley, he'll be having technical difficulties, so he will be with us shortly. Before we get started,
he wanted to say good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Before we get started, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on YouTube. You can also catch us in our Facebook group, The Live Game. We're also on Twitter at The Live Game 3, and we're also on Instagram at the official Delay of Game. So the preseason is officially over. We're now waiting for the season to start. Everybody's hyped up. Everybody's excited. Finally, we get some real football. If you're into college football, that starts real tight. Actually tomorrow. So games tomorrow, but Saturday is when it really starts. And it still started last Saturday, but that was some minor games nobody cares about. But the real thing starts Saturday, and so football season is here. And we are content and satisfied until February. But who's hosting tonight?
I am.
So Herman's hosting tonight. So go ahead, Herman. Start us off.
All right. So let's get into some NFL news this week. A lot of roster movements going on with the teams having to cut down to the 53-man roster. It's a lot, probably too much for us to try to cover, but we'll talk about some of the significant cuts that we saw, or at least one major significant cut that I think nobody saw coming. So in the news, the NFL Players Association has okayed the NFL's request to test vaccinated players more often. Players will now be getting tested at least once every 7 days. I think vaccinated players before, when they started training camp and stuff, were only getting vaccinated, only getting tested like every 14 days. But they've had some outbreaks going on with the Delta variant and that's caused them to increase the testing. Yep, we'll be talking about that all season because
I was hoping we could make it through a game without that.
No, it's not. And this is the most interesting thing is after today, anybody that tests positive is likely going to miss week 1 because there's that 10-day period, whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. So if you get on the list after today, you're missing week 1. You're not just missing practice, you're missing week 1. So that's going to be interesting. Devontae Freeman was one of the final roster cuts for the Saints, so you may look for him to possibly go to Baltimore, maybe, you never know. The Packers and Saints week 1 game has been moved to Jacksonville due to the aftermath of the Hurricane Ida. Prayers goes out to the people in New Orleans. They deal with this every year, and it's just it's a rough situation. So, football's not important down there right now. But the NFL has to keep moving, so they moved the game to Jacksonville. Vikings tight end Irv Smith Jr. is likely out for the season after undergoing meniscus surgery. He's likely to be placed on the injured reserve list, and his season's likely over. Chiefs safety Tyrann Mathieu, he tested positive for COVID, but I think he tested yesterday or today, so he should be good for week 1. So in order to get back, not only do you have to have the 10-day waiting period, but you also have to have 2 negative tests at least 24 hours apart, I believe they said.
Do we know if he was vaccinated?
I believe he was vaccinated, I think. Okay. Yeah, because if he wasn't, he would be on the 14-day.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Eagles tight end Zach Ertz is now happy in Philly and says he wants to retire there. So he's willing to forget about all the offseason drama, blah, 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 and now he wants to retire there. That's until he don't get no balls thrown his way by week 3 or 4, and he's probably going to be mad again.
You know who says that? Well, I guess unless you're Aaron Rodgers, you know who says that after all that offseason drama? People who know they ain't got no more. They don't got no leverage.
Yeah, exactly. Like and hope that you don't get traded to a sorry team at that point. Like,
well, he is on a sorry team.
Yeah, but it could be worse.
You think what's gonna be worse than the
This
Eagles?
is he
Jacksonville.
knows.
Yeah, Jacksonville could be worse. Yeah, definitely.
Houston.
All right. Oh yeah. Houston,
Did y'all not see my prediction last week? Houston's the worst team.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
I don't know. I think
Jacksonville's worse than Houston. Not to mention they got a college coach.
Actually, I don't know if I can give Houston's coach any more credit than I give Urban Meyer. I think I give Urban Meyer the upper hand on coaching.
Think so?
Even
Thank you.
I mean,
he has coached the team before.
College.
Still, this dude in Houston. Come on, man. He been around the league for years.
Championship.
College.
He's been around the league for years. This is the first you ever heard of him, and it's the first coach job he ever got.
Yeah, you're right.
Coach job he ever got.
But they're both still rookies. They're both still rookies.
True.
Urban Meyer's never been in the NFL, right?
But he has coached NFL players
in college.
Yes, the championship.
In college.
Yes. But I still get the upper hand to him or Houston's coach.
If they were in college.
I mean, was he even like a coordinator before he got the job?
I think he was a coordinator.
I think he was a coordinator. He's definitely been
He's been around. He's been in the league for years.
Around for a while.
I mean, like not like a linebacker, like the linebacker. I mean, like an offensive or defensive coordinator. Was he?
I don't think he has.
Defense. I thought maybe he was a defense coordinator. Maybe not. I don't know. But
I can look it up real quick. But I don't think he has any coordinator.
They're both rookies. So Urban Meyer may have been a successful college coach, but this is the NFL, and we know that it doesn't always translate. So. And then the final cut, that last news piece, the biggest cut, I think, of the 53-man roster, the New England Patriots released Cam Newton and went and decided to go with Mac Jones as their starter. So we're just going to roll right into that as a hot topic. Because
so let me say, he has been an assistant head coach at places.
Oh, see, there you go. In the NFL.
Yes.
Shut up.
Assistant head coach is the same as position coach, and that's it.
But in the NFL.
I don't know. Sounds like water boy to me. That's all I hear is water boy, but whatever.
Yeah. Tile boy. He just bought the wash the tires and brought him in.
Yeah. Wash my job.
It was in the NFL. Not college.
Hey man, how many rings he got? He ain't got no rings. He ain't got no bling.
Oh, I think he's been on some.
I think he do have some rings.
Yeah, I think he does have some rings.
I think he does have some rings.
Damn.
Rings in the NFL.
Change the subject, Marcus.
I don't think he does have any rings. He doesn't have any rings.
No rings. Okay.
No rings. He's been on teams that have won rings recently in the past, but he wasn't there when they won them.
Really?
Yeah.
So he don't even have rings in college.
Because he's been an assistant head coach of the Chiefs, but he wasn't there when last time they won.
Sucks.
He was assistant head coach of the Ravens. He wasn't there when they won.
See, he set them teams up to win, though.
And then what year did Ben win his first Super Bowl? What year did Ben win his first Super Bowl? What was it, 95?
He came in like 04, so like 05. 05.
I don't know. He definitely wasn't there. Then. Okay, my bad. No, he definitely wasn't there then.
Yeah. The Cowboys were Super Bowls in
the 90s. But anyway, we're going to roll right into Cam's release as one of our hot topics.
Cam.
So, and this is something we're never going to really know the answer to, but did Cam's lack of having the vaccine favor into him being let go by the Patriots? And where, if anywhere, do you think Cam will wind up in the NFL if somebody pick him up? I'll let Brian start this one off.
I think that for the first question, I think it played a part. Now, was it a major part? I kind of was. I think that week Cam wasn't there because he had to get into the COVID protocol. I think it opened Bill Belichick's eyes, and I think it gave Mac more time to run with the ones so they can make a better decision on if we want to let Cam go, or we want to go with the kid. So I think it did play a part in it. I think he was worried about the rest of the season. How many times would Cam be in the protocol, because he wasn't vaccinated. And I just think it makes it easier to go with the rookie who really did play well. And I feel deserved the job. So I think it did play a good part, but I think also that Matt, he outplayed Cam.
Marcus, what you think?
Do I think it played a factor? I'm going to say yes. Was it the only factor? No. Was it a major factor? I believe yes. If you're going to be the starting quarterback, and you said this on the live game on the day, Herman, there are about 5 teams in the NFL that if their starting quarterback goes out, that they're still going to be a contender to make it to the Super Bowl. And so the quarterback is a very important position. And Cam missed some weeks last year because of COVID. And when he came back, he wasn't the same as before he left.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing you need, and especially with Belichick, is consistency. That's the one thing you could say when he had Brady. Brady was consistent. Besides that one season where he tore his ACL, and I think there was a couple of games that he got suspended for that Deflategate stuff. Brady was always there. So Belichick is used to consistency at the quarterback position. So, you come in there, and for whatever reason, I don't know what his personal reasons were for not wanting to get the vaccination, but you're in a position. He should have known he was always a stopgap anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He was never the quarterback they really wanted anyway.
Right.
So if you know that is the case, you need to be there every day, taking all the first team snaps and putting your best foot forward. You can't, besides injury, you can't afford to be out. And another thing, this season, the NFL is not playing around with this COVID stuff. They're gonna, if you choose not to get the vaccination, okay, that's fine with them. I think legally you can't make somebody do it, but they are going to make your life a living hell if you don't have it. And so I think it played a major part. But like Brian said, also a major part was Mac Jones has played excellent in the preseason. So you can't have that. You got, and not to bring this into it, but you got a quarterback that looks a lot like the last quarterback, and that, and like I said, Cam with a stopgap. They got the quarterback they really wanted in there, and also we've also discussed this. Mac Jones is Nick Saban's boy. Nick Saban is Belichick's boy. Nick Saban says, "Hey, you need to get this guy. He's the real deal." Belichick is going to listen. So the odds were already not in favor for Cam in the first place. So for you to have to go through the COVID protocol, miss a couple of days, and let him step up and get those extra snaps to the first team, and then all he did in the preseason games, you really got nobody to blame but yourself. Cam. You really got nobody to blame but yourself. So did the vaccination play a factor? Yes. And where will he land? I don't know. Here are 2 places I can tell you he won't land. I've heard a lot of talk about. He won't land in the Washington football team, and he won't land in Dallas. I can say that's 2 places he definitely won't land. Where he could land, I would say, and I've said this, you guys shot it down, maybe the Colts, because I don't think Wentz is going to last. Where else? Maybe the Broncos. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Because I don't really think I like Teddy Bridgewater, but Teddy Bridgewater. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is going to lose you any games. But I don't think Teddy Bridgewater will win you. He's not going to take the game over and win them by himself. I just think he's a decent quarterback. He's not going to lose any games for you. Whereas I think with Cam in that position, I think you can guarantee 1 or 2 more wins than you could with Teddy Bridgewater. So maybe Denver, the Colts, Houston. I think Cam is, I like Tyrod, but I think Cam is same. I say same thing about Tyrod. I say about Bridgewater. I think between the 2, Cam will get you at least 2 more games that he will win you. So Houston, especially with we'll talk about later, but they talking about get Deshaun out of there. And I have to go with what Big Red said. He won't play anywhere if he doesn't get vaccinated. I think that's the first question anybody that's looking to that might be looking to sign Cam is going to put to his agent, is he going to get vaccinated? Without the vaccination, he's not going to get signed. But that's my spots: Denver, Houston, and who else did I say? The Colts.
Yeah, I mean, you made the biggest point. It's about availability, and you know, him coming in and Big Red, he has a point there too. You risk your entire QB room having Cam come in, and he's not vaccinated. So, in a perfect world or in a better world, if he was vaccinated or if we weren't dealing with COVID, Cam would be a great backup to have. You couldn't probably ask for a better backup that if you have to come in for a couple games, he can win those games for you. I mean, he was a league MVP at one point. But bringing him in now, and now that you think more about it, it's not worth it. Just because he's not vaccinated, because availability is the key. You could lose your vaccinated starting QB just because of the timing he might test positive, and you would be like, oh, okay, we can go to Cam, but you can't because he's not vaccinated. He could get it before your QB, that is vaccinated, got it. Or he could have gave it to him. So it's not worth any team signing Cam right now. And then, especially because of the way that things happened with the Patriots and him, getting in the protocol, it was some misunderstanding or something about what doctor or something he did. I can't remember the full thing, but that was part of the reason why he wound up in the protocol. So it's like he wasn't being safe, he wasn't being smart, he wasn't doing what he needed to do to make sure that he didn't, as an unvaccinated player, wind up like that. And then, like you guys said, Mac Jones, he started to show performance. And yeah, he's a quarterback similar to what they already had, not just because of skin color, but because of play style too. Mm-hmm. That's what the Patriots want. That's what Josh McDaniels wants in his in his system. I never thought that Cam was a good fit with the Patriots in the first place. I didn't think they were going to bring him back this year. I really didn't. And I guess maybe they got through camp and like you said, with the performance of Mac Jones and Cam getting in the protocol, it all just wound up one big perfect storm that swept Cam right out of the building. So had he been vaccinated, could have been a whole different story. But Bill Belichick's not scared to roll with the rookie. He's showing that now, and that's what he's going to do. So will Cam land somewhere? I think I had to agree with y'all. Only if he gets vaccinated. I think if he was vaccinated, Dallas would take a chance on Cam.
Why do you think Dallas would?
Because our backup that we had is trash. And then we just got Will Grier from the Panthers, and he's not looking that much better. He's probably an upgrade from what we have. But if Dallas was to lose Dak again for an extended period of time, and granted, what I said was true, only about 5 teams probably can lose their starting quarterback and still compete. But I feel like a vaccinated Cam would be a quarterback that Dallas could have and still compete. Cam hasn't had that type of talent, that type of run game, that type of line, that type of wide receivers. He hasn't had that type of talent in a while, if he's ever had it at all. So, you can work with Cam. You can work around Cam's talents. He won't give games away. He could keep you in games and possibly win you some games until your quarterback comes back. But until he gets vaccinated, it's just probably not going to happen.
Do you guys Cam as a backup? Can you see him backing up, being a backup?
I think he would have to be humble enough.
I have a hard time having Cam. Yeah, and I don't see Cam as that type of quarter. I think Cam. I don't think he's going to back up anybody. Even if he was vaccinated, I don't think he would take a backup role. I think he's going to sit around and he's going to wait until somebody gets hurt. He's going to wait till somebody's main quarterback gets hurt, and then he gets that call. And again, that's all barring that he does get vaccinated.
I agree. Also, I can't see him being a backup in Dallas. It's too much spotlight. I mean, have Dak and Cam there. It's too much spotlight.
No.
That's the one place you don't want to be. I mean, it's too much spotlight. I don't think it's too much spotlight. Dallas is too popular.
Dak is the unquestioned leader of that team. There would be no type of controversy.
I'm not saying it would be controversial. Of course, they just paid him. It's just too much attention on Dallas as is. I don't feel like they need.
It would be nothing to talk to Cam about. It would be nothing to talk to Cam about if Cam never plays.
That's gonna be what they're gonna be talking about. Especially if Dak
struggles. No. The only way that would happen is Dak would have to like fall off a cliff.
Yeah, exactly.
Start, looking back up.
Completely fall off a cliff.
But that's not gonna happen. So it wouldn't be that much drama. It's just the only drama I see was just Cam. I just don't see him sitting behind no other quarterback and being content. But maybe I'm not giving enough credit.
I think it would be, and I mean, you see a big.
Reg is saying that there's a source saying he would be willing to be a backup.
He has to be. He has to be humbled at this point. It's no starting job out there, and then you're better off going in as a backup and seeing if somebody gets hurt than to sit out and wait, because you can't just bring in a quarterback. If your quarterback gets hurt Sunday, you're not going to bring Cam in and he's going to be ready by the next Sunday.
And I'm not sure, but even if he's vaccinated, doesn't he still have to go to some kind of COVID protocol?
You do.
He can't just show up.
It is some protocol. Yeah.
So that's part of it too. So you need to be on a team.
Yeah, and now actually he got cut at the worst time too. Pretty much everybody's already got their starting quarterback set.
The last
training camp is over. The last preseason game is over.
I guess, but he plays the right position to be cut. I mean, I didn't even know that he was still in the league. And that Bama got a job. So
who? Who's in the league?
Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, I didn't know he was either. Actually. Yeah,
I didn't know he was either.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know. Until we had the draft on Sunday, I didn't know Jimmy Graham was still in the league. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
All right. Well, let's move on to the next topic. So there's a lot of rumors out there swirling around that a trade involving Deshaun Watson. Yeah, why do I do that? And I'm reading it and said Jackson. Deshaun Watson may get traded to the Dolphins. Should the Dolphins trade for Watson? And what would you give up for Watson? So I'll start this one off. I think trading for Watson is not a good idea for the Dolphins. And I say that because you have a young quarterback in Tua, and of course, if he starts to struggle, then you're gonna hear the calls. And even Brian Flores had to come out, I think today or yesterday, and actually had to back Tua and said he is our quarterback. He's had to do it already, and the Dolphins haven't even traded for Watson. So you could only imagine what would happen if Watson came there. So I would say no, the Dolphins shouldn't trade for Watson. Now, I would say this: if you're going to trade for Watson, if you do it before you know anything that's going on with him, his legal battles, I would say probably the most I would give up as a GM would be a 2.
As a GM.
As a GM.
As a GM. Yeah. If I was a GM making a trade.
I thought you said you were a GM.
You were throwing a GM in the deal.
No.
It sounds like that.
Yeah. But if you were gonna trade for him before his legal trouble stuff is over with, most I would give up a second and a fourth rounder and a conditional second the year after, and throw some numbers in there that he had to play, blah blah blah. Something that says I'm not gonna have to pay if I don't get to play. So that's all I'm giving. Now, if I'm giving up after he's cleared and I know he's ready to play in the NFL, I think I'd probably give it like a first and a third for Watson. He's still a young talent, and can develop into, he's a good quarterback. It's just, so I think that's what he would be worth. But the Texans can't ask for no crazy price. So what you think, Marcus?
So should the Dolphins trade for Deshaun Watson? If you took the legal stuff out of it, I would say any team where your quarterback is not named Brady, Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, maybe a couple others.
Prescott.
Yes. Huh?
Prescott.
Yeah, Prescott. You should be in talks for the trade. But without those legal troubles, at this point it's too much of a risk because you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know if he's gonna be charged legally. You don't know what the NFL is going to come in and say, which is odd to me. And it's weird. I would say this considering it is a black player. I kind of feel like Goodell is. I feel like he's come down harder recently on other players.
You think he's scared?
It's just weird to me that Goodell. Yeah, we haven't heard anything. Well, I haven't heard anything from Goodell at all about this. It just seems weird to me that they haven't said anything. I mean, it's completely up in limbo right now. And until that is solved, there's no point in trading, especially for what the Texans want. What the Texans want for a dude that might not even be playing for you, I would have to say no. If I was the Dolphins, with those until the legal show resolved, I'm riding it out with Tua. I'm not trading for Watson because you don't know if he's gonna play in that. And like I said, it's just odd to me. Haven't heard anything at all from the NFL front office about these allegations. Nothing at all.
Yeah,
so
I don't understand it either. But it's I don't know, man. Maybe if they were more serious allegations, like some physical domestic violence or something like that. Yeah, because
some drunk driving. But I literally, like I said, I haven't heard it, but I haven't heard say anything.
They don't have to say anything right now. He's not really playing. He's not playing. So
he's on the field.
Now I think, he's going to be inactive. Roster. He's not going to be. He's going to be inactive during game time.
He's the third quarterback. Because the third quarterback,
yeah, he's going to be inactive.
The third quarterback can play though. Remember,
not on game day. Not if he's inactive. They have to make him active.
No, they're inactive.
He's going to be inactive.
The third quarterback is usually inactive, but an emergency. They can come in, but you can't go back, I think, to your other quarterbacks or something like that. It's something weird with the
he has to be. If he's inactive, he can't play. He's not coming to the field. He's not going to be at the games. He's going to be inactive. He's not going to play. He's going to ride.
If he's not, if he's
home. I don't know.
But still, they put
so there's no need for them to progress.
Not true. They put.
There's just no need to punish him right now.
They put players who aren't even on a team on the commissioner's exempt list. So he's on.
Wasn't Antonio Brown on?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was on the exempt, and he wasn't with the team. And Big Red says he isn't even practicing with the team. So if he isn't practicing, he's not playing. So
yeah, so they can wait. The NFL doesn't have to rush this if they don't. There's no need to rush it. Now, he needs to be on a roster, and he needs to have an opportunity to start. And then I think the NFL will do it again.
But look, let me tell you how the third quarterback works. Okay, the third quarterback. If a team has two quarterbacks on the 45-player active list on game day, a third quarterback
that's right there active. He's going to be inactive.
You don't know that. You do not know that. You don't.
I'll bet you hardcore money he will be inactive on game day.
Point still is valid because Antonio Brown was not even on a team and placed on the commissioner's exempt list. Why is the NFL not placed him on that list? He is on a roster right now. He made the 53-man roster, and they still haven't put him on the exempt list. There's a reason behind it. I don't know what it is, but the NFL, there's a reason behind it. Like
he made the roster because they're not going to just cut him and let anybody pick him up for free money. They want the draft picks. That's why he made the roster.
That's not what we're discussing, though. We're discussing is why hasn't the NFL put him on the exempt list?
Again, they don't have a roster. What on the exempt list now for what?
They didn't have
so
to
when
put
you put him on the exempt list.
Brown on one.
Antonio Brown was trying to get back in the league and trying to be with a team. He was trying to start a team.
Deshaun Watson is in the league. What are you talking about? What your argument makes no sense.
Besides, and Antonio was way more detrimental than what they think Deshaun is being accused.
That's pretty detrimental. 38.
That dude was beating women and robbing people.
I'm not
saying
20 accusations of.
But he wasn't. No. But it's all the same thing. Antonio Brown was robbing people, stealing money, beating people up, taking pictures of girls naked, all this other kind of. It was a nutcase. Deshaun has one thing that all of a sudden popped up and blemished him.
There's not one, it's like 20.
The NFL ain't never had a problem.
It's still the same charges. It's not different charges. It's one charge by multiple people.
If the NFL would put a player who's not even on a team on the exempt list, but you won't put one on that's on a team on the exempt list, there's a reason.
I agree. It's very weird to me.
It's weird.
Very weird that they haven't addressed this at all. It's very weird, especially in this environment, and it involves women, that they haven't even addressed it at all, and especially how they've been very proactive after the Ray Rice incident, and they haven't addressed this at all. That's just weird. That's very weird.
Maybe they know it ain't true.
Yeah, maybe they do.
All right, so I guess Teddy Riley's not gonna make it in because we're about to get into these predictions and.
Yeah, I didn't talk on that.
Huh? What'd you say?
Skipped over me on the last conversation.
Oh, did we? Well, sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
Go ahead, Brian.
To be honest with you, what I kind of lost my train of thought. What was the question?
Should the Dolphins trade for Watson, and what would you give for him if you did?
Yeah, that's where. Okay, so kind of like, could I ask who's washing dishes? Could they stop?
You know that's Anisha.
Washing dishes during the show.
Sorry. Sorry if the dishes are loud.
So. So here's the deal with Deshaun Watson. Again, like the caveat Marcus said, if we're playing fantasy football or we're on Madden and somebody sends me this trade for Deshaun Watson to play with the Miami Dolphins, I'm all over it. That's a Super Bowl team right then and there. Put it down. Be in the championship game if Deshaun Watson came, and I could care less about how Tua felt about the situation. Now, reality is, again, these charges are very serious. And like Big Red said, there's going to be some type of repercussions. He's not going to just get out of this scot-free and not miss any games or get some type of punishment. I'm not sure he'll get on the exemption list, but some detrimental penalty, probably like 6 games or something, I definitely see coming, because regardless if it's true or not, it's come up, it's put a blemish on the NFL, and it's something's going to have to happen. So I think that Miami Dolphins team is going to be good. I think that Miami is going to be really good, and I think the only thing that it could hold them back is Tua and his maturity or his talent or how far he can take them. I think if you put Deshaun Watson on that squad, I guarantee you, even with the Buffalo Bills in that division, I think they win that division. And I would change all my picks right now.
I ain't gonna say all that. I think they could. I think they might knock
New England
out.
Yeah, but
that's Buffalo's division.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna move into our NFC predictions for the season. Let's get this pulled up. All right, let's go ahead and start with the NFC North, and we'll let Brian kick this one off.
This should be pretty.
All right, so yeah, this one should go pretty smooth. Of course, I have Green Bay winning the division.
We go from bottom to top.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, the bottom of the barrel will be the knee-biting Lions. They're going to still be Cubs this year. I do give them 2 wins, although, be honest with you, I don't know where I got those 2 wins from. Chicago, I think Chicago's going to be, again, not as good as everybody anticipates. I think they're going to wait too long to bring in the kid. and it's just going to be too late by then. And that defense is starting long in the tooth. I got Chicago at 5-12. I do see a rebound for the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings will jump to 9-8, but they won't do well in the division. They're only going to be 2-4. And of course, like I said earlier, I have the Green Bay Packers going 13-4, 6-0 in the division, and
Uh-oh.
What was the last part?
I don't know. He dropped.
headed to the Super Bowl.
Oh, there you go.
But we're not doing that yet.
I'm just saying, I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
We're not doing that yet.
I didn't say win it. I said
We're not even saying that yet.
We're not even
But
saying
anyway,
that yet, sir.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Marcus.
So I match up with a lot of Brian. So of course at the bottom with their knee biting coach, it's the Detroit Lions 2-15, going 2-4 in the division. Going 2-4 in the division. I don't have. Matter of fact, I was like, you look at these numbers after you do them is weird.
It is.
I got Minnesota going 2-15, also 2-4 in the division. I got Chicago going 2-15, also 2-4 in the division, and I got Green Bay going 15-2, 6-0 in the division.
Yeah, see, I'm not gonna give
Jesus,
you my
Marcus.
division numbers because I had to change some of my stuff because he's right. After you do this stuff,
You like, where these numbers come
yeah,
from?
you look at these numbers,
yeah,
you're
you
like,
got to go back
hold
over
on.
it. You got to go back over it.
Yeah.
He's like, this don't even make sense.
So I actually got Detroit. I don't even know how that happened. I got Detroit going. At first, I had Detroit 1-16. I said, "Come on, there's no way. There's just no way." So I had to make some changes. I got Detroit going 4-13. I got Chicago going 7-10. I got Minnesota going 7-10, and I have Green Bay winning the division at 15-2. Yeah. So I think we all agreed. I think we were all in the exact same, well, close to the same order. So let's flip over to the NFC. Teddy Riley, no Teddy Riley yet? Jam. Okay. He ain't coming. Okay. All right, let's flip over to the NFC South. I'll start this one off. This one I didn't. Yeah, I did. I made some changes to this one too. So I got the Panthers going 4-13. Still don't have much faith in them. I got the Saints going 6-11. You know, they losing Drew Brees, and not to take away anything from Jameis, but you know, they don't have Michael Thomas. I just don't see the offensive options for them right now. So I got them going. Well, yeah, Kamara, but it's going to be hard. Now you can try to shut Kamara down and not have to worry about, you know, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
So I got New Orleans going 6-11. I actually got Atlanta going 10-7.
Man, you got a lot of faith in Atlanta.
Yeah, I do. I got Atlanta going 10-7, and then I got the Bucks going 13-4. And again, you know, you go through this on the playoff predicted thing, and you look at the numbers, and you be like, "How did I even get to that?" But
Can I just to kill time? I think we got the kill. Can I ask you who those 4 losses are, or you don't have it down?
for Tampa, let me see if I can tell you real quick. Click on the team. No, I'm not telling you.
You got Dallas as 1. You got Dallas as 1. I see that already. That's how I know. You got Dallas as 1.
I got. You know, what, I only got. Okay, I got Dallas. I got the Rams. I have Buffalo. And where's that 4th loss at? Oh, no, where's the 4th loss? I don't even see where my 4th loss is, actually. Am I missing some of it? Yeah, I can't see where the 4th loss came in at, but yeah, Dallas, the Rams, Buffalo, and do they play Kansas City this year?
No. Actually, it actually because they got.
Oh, I threw a crazy one in there, and I got them losing to Atlanta.
Okay.
A divisional game. Yeah.
Actually, I look at this. They got. I don't know. They got a pretty easy schedule, to be honest with you.
Who? Tampa.
Yes. That schedule don't look hard at all. I look at it.
But you never know though, because if they hit that hard, you know, where they, yeah, you never know. But go ahead, Marcus. You can. What's your
So big. I don't know. don't know. I guess Big Reg is heavy on the Panthers. It's heavy on the Panthers this year. You really gonna hate my pick, Big Reg for the Panthers. I got the Panthers going 3-14, 1-5 in the division. I got Atlanta going 3-14, also 1-5 in the division. I got New Orleans going 8-9, 5-1 in the division. And I actually got Tampa Bay going 16-1.
Crazy.
5-1 in the division. And basically, I just looked. I got them sweeping the NFC least.
But you
I
know
think the only loss I got is who did I
Buffalo. Probably Buffalo.
Is it Buffalo? I gave New Orleans a win.
Well, then they're not sweeping the division. Then you have a 5-1 in the division.
Oh yeah, 5-1. That's what I said. 5-1. I got a 5-1. I gave him one. I figured I give him one loss to New Orleans.
Go ahead, Brian. Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
All right, so me and Marcus is kind of on the same train, and I hate to be the dead horse, Reg, but I got the Falcons at 4-13. I also got the Panthers at 4-13. I got the Bucks at 12-5. I got the Saints taking the division at 13-4.
You know what?
Dude, that's
4-2 in the division.
That's
that should be your outrageous
I
prediction,
am
right?
drinking the Kool-Aid.
So you got them beating the Bucks.
I'm doing the
Hall of
W's.
Fame quarterback.
You know they lost to the Bucks. The Saints beat them both times last year with a beat up
before they got to one of those
and
games
without Michael Thomas.
Dude,
both games didn't matter. They beat him and they beat him well. Not worried about Michael Thomas not being there. Go ahead.
So
with Tampa Bay's defense.
With Tampa Bay's defense, and Brady is in full swing now with the offense, and New Orleans lost their Hall of Fame quarterback
and their top wide receiver
Come on,
for at least half of the season.
Their Hall of Fame quarterback was holding them back last year. They weren't the offense that they could have been. I think Jameis had a.
Say it again. The Hall of Fame quarterback
Jameis opens that field. Was not a Hall of Fame quarterback the last 2 years, as a matter of fact.
He better than Jameis Winston.
Years.
He better than Jameis Winston or Taysom.
Not right now. He's not.
Oh my God.
He's better than Taysom Hill, but he's not better than Jameis. Can open up the offense. He can do more, and I think Sean Payton will make them sit. Y'all will see.
Okay, let's roll right into
that. Should be your outrageous prediction.
Yeah, it really should be. But hey, Brian, way to pick it. Way to pick it.
You're a bold dude, and I guarantee you need to put money on that.
You do realize that the Saints went 5-1 with Teddy Bridgewater. They went like 4-1 or something with Taysom Hill. Okay, that guy knows what he's doing over there in Denver. Okay, I mean, with the Saints.
That was before Brady got into sync with the offense, and that entire defense is going to be even better this year. Yeah.
You keep thinking Brady is some god. Brady is an old man who's going to hit the wall sooner or later. I think it's going to be this.
I think there've only been 3 quarterbacks in the history of NFL who have taken 2 Super Bowl teams to the Super Bowl. Only 2 have won, taken two teams to the Super Bowl and won. Those, matter of fact, do quick. Yeah. You know who those 3 quarterbacks are? It's very simple.
So 2 teams, just 2 different teams?
2 different teams Super Bowl.
Tom Brady's won.
Tom Brady's won. You know the other one. He just went in the Hall of Fame.
He just
Peyton
Manning.
And Kurt Warner.
No, but Kurt didn't win it the last one.
I said took 2. I didn't say 1. I said only 2 have actually took 2 and 1. He didn't. 3 have taken. 3 have taken
2 of them won with both teams.
And look, Big Reg also talked about their defense. It's terrible.
Who? The Saints defense?
Yeah.
When did the Saints defense become?
When they had to release a bunch of people because they had no salary.
When did the Saints defense become terrible?
They weren't that great. Like last year, I don't believe they were that great. Actually.
They were sufficient. They went to the playoffs.
Hey, you know what though?
I don't know what NFL y'all was watching last year.
It changes when you're giving up the short field a lot, and you best believe that Jameis Winston's going to give up the short field. So it's going to happen.
I'm not saying the Saints can't be successful, but they
ain't jumping above Tampa. Yeah, that's not happening.
That's crazy.
All right, let's roll into the West. Marcus, you can start off the West.
Actually, not this is the one division that I actually gave some props to, which makes sense. I've been saying that the NFC West is probably the best division in football. So I'm glad these numbers lined up with what I've been saying. I got Arizona going 11-6, 3-3 in the division. I got the Rams going 11-6, 3-3 in the division. I got everybody 3-3 in the division. I got Seattle going 12-5, 3-3 in the division. And I got the 49ers going 13-4, 3-3 in the division.
Wow, Brian. I guess
Yeah, Red, you're right. We must love this NFC West because I got the Cardinals coming in last at 7-10. Got the Niners at 12-5. Also got Seattle at 12-5. And I'm drinking that Rams Kool-Aid. I don't know why I'm going with Stafford just to change team, but for some reason I'm feeling it. Going 13-4. And they get it because they win one more game and they won division.
Who is this? San Francisco? Who's
the Rams.
So Big Reg.
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be close, but I got them.
So I just seen Big Reg. I got all 4 teams in the NFC West going to the playoffs.
Can that happen?
I got the whole NFC West going to the playoffs.
Wait, no, your numbers have to be
heard
wrong.
that it is.
Your numbers have to be wrong.
I got Arizona going 11-6, LA going 11-6, Seattle going 12-5, and San Francisco going 13-4. And so the way it goes,
but their record has to be something to kick them out.
No, it could happen.
It could happen. I got the whole NFC West.
That's crazy, but it could happen. All right, so let me give you mine. Me and Brian are kind of close. So I got Arizona at 7-10 also. But I got San Francisco at 9-8. I don't know why I crapped on San Francisco like that, but hey, that's just how the predictor came out, okay? I got Seattle at 12-5, and I have the Rams at 13-4.
So two of y'all got the Rams winning the division.
Yeah, with Stafford coming up on board, if he stays healthy and he doesn't play too much gunslinger on that Rams team plus that defense, I got them winning.
So you had San Fran where? Third,
yeah.
And where did you have him at, bro?
I had him at third too.
Y'all ain't giving Shanahan and Garoppolo and Trey Lance no love.
Right, I liked them better. I don't know how. I need to go back over my numbers, but I like the Niners better than Seattle. I don't know.
I can't never go against Seattle and Russell Wilson. They wind up pulling these games. They pull these games out. So, all right, let's get into it because we're getting ready to debate it.
I mean, the Niners are coming fully loaded real quick. They're coming fully loaded. I mean, they got all of their offensive weapons. They got their running backs. They got their defense together. I don't know what I was thinking. I need to fix this. What are you giggling about, Helen?
Again, when
you give somebody the finger.
No. Well, I'm gonna get a finger too.
When you do the predictor, man, it just
it's funny because you don't really I don't really be paying attention to each team as I'm doing them.
Yeah,
I go back. I'm like, wait, this is crazy.
Right? How's that happen?
That team ain't that good. What am I thinking?
Right. All right, let's get into it. NFC East.
I want the two of y'all to go game by game for Dallas.
Really?
I'm gonna go game by game for Washington.
I don't know. We got time for that? I guess
we got time. We got time.
Oh my! Wait, because I got to get on a predictor because my sheet cut off what I predicted for the Eagles.
Oh wow! All right, Marcus, you go.
Of course, I got the Eagles at 4-13, 2-4 in the division. I got the Giants at 5-12, 2-4 in the division. I got Dallas 8-9, 3-3 in the division. I got Washington 10-7, 5-1.
Okay, so you see, my predictor is off.
Now you go through yours since you want to.
Okay, week 1 Chargers, that's an L. Week 2 Giants win. Week 3 against Buffalo, that's an L. Week 4 against Atlanta, that's a win.
Where's that game? Is that home or away?
Against who?
Atlanta.
Real quick, the Giants game, is that home or away? The first
That's home. That's home.
It doesn't matter.
Week 5, I got against the Saints. I got to win. Week 6 against Chiefs, I got an L, of course. Week 7 against Green Bay, L. Week 8 against Denver, a win. Week 10 against Tampa Bay, that's an L. Week 11 versus Carolina, that's a W. Week 12 versus Seattle, that's an L. Week 13 versus Vegas, that's a win. Week 14 versus Dallas, that's a win. Week 15 versus Philly, that's a win. Week 16 versus Dallas, that's a home game for Dallas, that's an L. Week 17 against Philly, that's a win.
So you're going to sweep the Cowboys? You're sweeping the Cowboys again?
I said split. Week 18 against the Giants. I am sweeping the Giants and the Eagles. I am sweeping the Giants. The only loss in the division is to the Cowboys. So I am sweeping the Giants and the Eagles.
All right. I'll give mine. I'm going to go off my predictor, though, because so that way the numbers match up. But I got the Giants going 1-16. I got Philly going 7-10.
Jesus, Herman.
Hey, look, this is how the predictor works, okay? All right, it is what it is. All right.
You picked it. Time out. No. You got to stop, Herman. You got to stop. You're telling me Philly is going to be better than the Giants with Saquon?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could not see. That's just almost as crazy as his Tampa Bay prediction.
That's way crazier.
Hey, look, this is just the way that it came out, okay? So Giants 1-16. Philly's gonna be 7-10.
Who's the one win for the Giants?
It's not in the division. Let me tell you who it is. The one win for the Giants is against Carolina. They're gonna beat Carolina.
No faith in Carolina.
Nope.
None.
All right, let me get back to it. All right, so I got Philly 7-10. Like I said, I got Washington.
Marcus.
I got Washington 8-9, and I got Dallas at 12-5. And I'm gonna give you Dallas' schedule right here. Week 1 win against Tampa. Week 2 win against the Chargers. Week 3 win against Philly. Week 4 win against Carolina. Week 5 win against the Giants. Week 6 lost to New England. Week 8, because we got a bye week 7. Week 8, we're going to lose to Minnesota.
You're going to lose to Minnesota?
Yep. Because we're going to start off fast, then we're going to hit 2 losses in a row, and everybody's going to be looking crazy like, what the hell's happening?
So you're going to lose to Denver too?
No. Then week 9, we're going to beat Denver. Week 10, we're going to beat Atlanta. Week 11, we're going to lose to the Chiefs.
He said New England, Marcus.
I know. Oh, okay. Yeah.
What'd you said we're going to beat the Chiefs?
Week 11, we'll lose to the Chiefs. Week 12, we'll beat the Raiders. Okay. Week 13, we'll lose to the Saints. Week 14, we'll lose to Washington. And then week 15, 16, 17, and 18, we'll win out. So that'll be against the Giants, against Washington, against Arizona, and against Philly. We're going to come on strong at the end.
That's in December, too.
Yep.
That's in December. That's how I like that. I like it a lot.
So we got the same exact for the Washington football team games.
Yeah, we're split. We're gonna split. I see. I can be realistic. I cannot be a homer. All right, Brian. This is on you.
All right. So I got the Eagles and the Giants both going 6-11. I got the Washington football team going 7-10. I have the Dallas Cowboys going 11-6. I have, if this thing will come up. When did Dallas
this
start
year?
December? That is true.
Year.
That is legit.
This year, it's going to be
that is
different.
legit.
So you don't have the Cowboys winning the
division?
You missing somebody?
Yeah, no, he said he had the Cowboys winning the division.
Yeah, 12-6.
So it's the Cowboys. Who's second?
You said.
Yep.
Y'all, Washington.
The Washington team. The what the fuck? I mean, what the? What the football team?
You want to go over the games? You want to go to?
Okay.
You got them or you need to give
Bucks Thursday night. Huh? No, I got it.
No,
I got it.
Okay.
Thursday night win. Cowboys win Cowboys win against the Chargers. Whoa, I didn't look at this. I had the Cowboys on a 6-game winning streak.
Yeah, so the
First
same
6
thing I
games,
did.
we win. we win first 6 games and go into the bye 6-0. We lose like a Herman. I agree with Herman. We lose to the Vikings. We come back. We beat the Broncos. We beat the Falcons. We lose to the Chiefs. We beat the Raiders. We lose to the Saints. We lose to the Washington football team at home. We lose to the Giants at home. We beat the Washington football team at home. We beat the Cardinals, and then in the season because we don't need that game, so we're resting.
Oh, you know what? I screwed up. I didn't see this. We played Seattle the last game of the season. I really messed that up.
No, you don't.
I didn't even. Yeah, we do. According to this.
No, you know what it is? That's the tiebreaker. That's the tiebreaker between you and
is that what
Seattle.
that is? I was going to say, why is that on there?
That's the tiebreaker. That might, because I seen that because I got it.
Oh, because I had Seattle at 12-5.
Yes, of
also.
course.
Yeah.
What is no? That's weird because something's wrong.
Reg, why do you ask questions like that? Of course, we really believe and trust in that coach and that squad. We're Cowboys fans.
But you know what, Herman? I think that's the
absolutely
okay. How many rings does Ron?
Yeah, we don't play
have?
Seattle this year. That big who said
none.
Oh, how many does damn? What's our coach's name, bro? I forget his
McCartney.
name.
McCarthy.
How many rings does he have?
One a long time ago.
That's a ring. Oh, so he's a Super Bowl winning coach, and
long time ago.
Rivera's not.
Yes, in the Super Bowl.
Long time ago.
Yes, we had. That's why we have the faith.
You know, Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer also Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know,
really
Johnson played for Washington.
Yeah, he did. Didn't win it there. Didn't win it there though.
And left and didn't win a Super Bowl after he left.
He had Cam Newton.
Yeah, he had an MVP of the league.
Right.
I'm sorry to say to Cam Rodgers over. Aaron Rodgers over Cam Newton.
Cam Rodgers.
They had a baby or something. Too good.
Hey, so who's your? Let's go through your playoff teams real quick. I got Green Bay as the number 1 seed. The Rams as the number 2, actually. Tampa as the number 3 seed. Dallas is the number 4. So those are your 4 division winners. And then I have Seattle as 5 seed, Atlanta as the 6 seed, and San Francisco as the 7 seed. So I still got 3 teams. I actually have 3 teams coming out of the West. So, Brian, what's your playoff? Just your
do Marcus because you know I gotta find it.
Marcus, what's your seeding?
All right, so of course I got number 1 is Tampa Bay, number 2 is Green Bay, number 3 is San Fran, number 4 is Washington, number 5 is Seattle, number 6 is LA, and number 7 is Arizona. So I got the whole entire.
What did y'all do? The next?
No, I actually put that on my. If you look at the predictor, look at your numbers. Their numbers are listed right there.
Be sure you click on the conference to the division.
Yeah, just go 1 through 7 right there. Like yours is probably very similar. You had Green Bay in the division, right?
Okay, yeah. So I actually got the Rams winning. Rams are the number 1 seed.
The Rams number 1 seed?
Ram are number 1.
Wow.
Don't ask me how that worked out because they went 5-1 in the division, and Green Bay went 6-0 in the division. But
Green Bay has
I don't know. I guess what are some of the games I picked? No, they're both 13-4.
They got the top. Then they got the
tiebreaker.
They got the tiebreaker for some reason.
Yeah, something. But
it's a conference record problem.
No, the Rams are 5-1. And
in the division,
oh, you mean the conference? Yeah, you might be right.
Record, it's probably
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, stop. All right, Dad. Okay.
I'm just saying.
You see how you get that dad tone with you, Marcus?
In the conference.
Let me tell you again.
All right. So again, Rams number 1, Green Bay's number 2, Saints number 3, Cowboys number 4. Your little Buccaneers are number 5. The Seahawks are 6. Niners are 7.
Tampa is a wild card team.
They were a
That's
wild
why-
card team last year, wasn't they?
That's
Wasn't they a wild card
disrespectful.
team last year?
You
Didn't they play in the
Brian.
division last year?
You wild, Brian.
That's
I'm telling
crazy.
y'all keep thinking they
Super
that
Bowl
was
winners,
the magic. Not gonna-
You wild boy, Brian.
bro. They literally returned every player from the Super Bowl team. Every player. Not
Yeah,
one
but that team
person
is
left.
old, man. What you think
Now,
Gronk
one
gonna do this
person
year?
left.
You think Gronk gonna do something this year? I'm telling you, Tom's arm's gonna fall off.
So, Big Reg, which
Of
pick
course
we
we're tripping, Reg. We're fans. That's what we do.
We're
Which-
average man's perspective.
So,
Remember that.
Right.
Big Reg,
right.
besides
Which is
Brian's
sometimes
pick,
tilted to the team that you love.
Exactly.
besides Brian's pick, Big Reg, which is the most outlandish pick you've seen?
He was getting on Herman saying the Giants were gonna go only win one game.
I mean, that is kind of ridiculous.
Not far fetched at all.
I think it is.
Not far fetched.
They will be better than Philly,
No, they're not.
dude.
I think they're gonna be better
Did you
than
see,
that.
did
And
you
if
see
Saquon is
Daniel
back-
Jones?
And you forgetting that
Daniel
the
Jones
Giants
better
have
not
good
throw the
defense.
football. He better not throw the football.
All I gotta do is long. He don't have to as long as they keep Saquon healthy.
Well,
Which is a
it
big
takes
question mark.
It takes a year before a running back comes back from an ACL. It takes a true year after recovering.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be what
Yeah.
he was before. Okay, I mean maybe they beat Denver the first game of the
So
season.
you gonna say the
I
same
doubt
thing
it.
about Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, that's why I got the Panthers
He said that.
down there. Yeah, they were out there. But wait till you can be like, man, was Herman looking at a crystal ball
I mean,
or something?
I mean, who was the Panthers quarterback? Was it Sam Darnold?
I'm out.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Sam
The
Darnold.
dude from the Jets that sees ghosts, Sam Darnold. That's why I'm not that high on the Panthers.
I mean, what else they got?
That's
going?
why I'm not that high on the Panthers.
I just don't see it.
That's
you
it.
know, we
They
don't
got
see it.
Christian
I'm sure-
McCaffrey. And
I'm probably off by 2 games with the Giants, maybe 2 games. That's
I think
it.
you also forget the last year the Giants, all them games they lost were pretty close. Their defense was very, very good.
But they still took this. And I didn't see it pretty close in the
They double
win
teamed
or loss
twice.
column.
They did what?
they put that Washington football team down twice.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. You ain't gotta bring all that up.
Like I said, you know, the predictor, I like to change things. Like when I wanted to, I was going to change the Giants prediction actually, and this is what I had the Giants going to was I had the Giants at 5-12. After I looked at the predictor, I didn't like what I saw, so I was going with 5-12. But then y'all asked me to go game by game for the Cowboys schedule, so I had to give you what the predictor came up with. Now my actual prediction is 5-12 for the Eagles. I mean for the Giants. I still think the Eagles are 7-10 though. So that puts the Eagles 2 games above the Giants. That's not far fetched.
You know,
So
I just looked at my thing. I didn't realize that I have all of us 3-3 in the division. I have a
That could happen. I mean, that's not far fetched.
I have a lot of that in the division. But one thing I noticed is weird. So all 4 of us got whoever comes out of the NFC East is number 4.
Oh yeah, that wasn't far fetched at all because we all know.
yeah, at all.
Atlanta levels
No way Atlanta's, but no way Carolina's
I don't think
better
so.
than Atlanta.
I don't
Nope.
think so.
Atlanta's big
I'm
problem
not-
was
I'm not on that.
was their defense faltering last year. I think they've corrected that. So I think that puts Atlanta right there behind Tampa.
So let's I mean, come on. I mean, we put Matt Ryan against Sam Darnold.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah. Matt Ryan against Sam Darnold alone right there says enough.
And what's the dude's name? Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, and
that
they
is
got
true.
Calvin Ridley, and then they got that other quarterback.
And they got that big tight end wide receiver.
And they got Pitts. Yes.
Oh yes, they got Pitts.
Yeah, Pitts.
Yeah. That's where I was thinking with Atlanta. So
Yeah, I just don't have much faith in Carolina. They ain't got nothing. They don't
They
have
don't.
any. All they got is McCaffrey.
they really don't.
That's all they got, and McCaffrey can't do it all by himself.
All right, fellas. Well, that's our predictions for the year. Maybe next year may not use a predictor so closely because it comes
I
up.
like it. Helps me keep track. If I
Yeah,
didn't do that,
No,
Yeah, I just got to go back and make some changes to it next time.
if it comes down, so I'll be like, man, there's no way. I look at what I did.
Right.
Like, man, I don't even look right.
Like I didn't even realize I had Dallas on like a 6-game win streak to start the season off. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, me
You know,
neither.
but-
Me neither. And I went back and looked at Dallas because for real, Dallas is way better than at first. I had a whole bunch more wins.
Right, you had to change it. So,
I had to change
I
some
guess
of them.
I guess next week we'll get Teddy Riley's picks. Teddy had some technical difficulties with his internet. We know how that goes with Teddy Riley. Jam. So,
Oh, job. That job for me.
let's give our final. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We're gonna give our final thoughts. Next week we will be predicting the first week of games, not the full week, but the games that we pull out to predict all the primetime games, and of course the big games that we identify as games that we want to pick. And
also next week we're doing our playoff predictions as well.
Oh, who wins the playoffs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize we were doing
And we're doing our outrageous predictions.
Yes, we're doing our outrageous predictions, and we're going to do our playoff predictions. What we see in the playoffs. So, Brian, you want to give your final thought?
Yeah, just a lot of thoughts and prayers to the people of New Orleans and all the people affected by the hurricane. Just wish every peace. It's a terrible situation, and we just want to send out our prayers.
Yeah, and I second that what Brian said. Prayers to everybody in New Orleans going through what they're going through with the hurricane, and get the help down there that they need so they can get the power back on quickly, and just keep everybody safe. The people helping to get the city back up and running, and all the people of the city, just keep them safe. Another final thought I want to give, football's back this year and fans are going to be in the stadium. And we've been seeing some crazy videos already just during the preseason. Come on, people. You did not get to go to a football game last year. Or if you did, it was very, very small amounts of people. Let's have a family atmosphere at the games this year. Let's stop the fighting. If your team takes the L, you just take the L. Shut up. Go home. Get ready for the next game. No need for all that fighting. Marcus, give us your final thought.
I want to pick it back off of both of y'all. First of all, prayers go out to the people in New Orleans. Hope that everybody's all right and they get things up and running again. And also off of what Herman said, yeah, come on, y'all. We have seen some pretty ridiculous videos. Personally, much as I love watching the football team, they don't pay no bills. I'm not going to jail. I'm not losing no time for work. I'm not going to the hospital over a football game. At the end of the day, it's all fun. We do a little trash talking, make sure it's respectful. But at the end of the day, it's a game. You are not on those teams. They're not paying you those $1 million contracts. So ain't no need for you to be in those stands fighting over some stupid stuff. I'm not losing my life or losing my freedom or spending time in a hospital or short-term disability over sports. To be honest with you, most time I'd rather just stay home and watch it on TV. Because I'd be having the game day package. I get to see everything. So, But
no, it's nothing like at the stadium. But
I feel you, but it depends on what stadium you go to. I got as a watching football team fan, I got no love for FedEx Field.
Oh, and that's the thing too.
In
our group that got tickets and they don't want to go, and then like Baltimore or DC, just hit your boy up because I will take those tickets.
I go to a Baltimore Ravens game. You got tickets for that? Go ahead, hit me up. But I ain't going to no. I'm not going to FedEx Field.
Look, especially club level, bro. Club level. Woo!
I'm not giving none of my good money to Daniel Snyder. So, but other than that,
give it to his wife.
Also, this whole thing with Cam. Because let's be honest, but part of the reason he got cut because of the whole vaccination thing. Come on, y'all. Y'all around. Y'all. I say it time after time. Locker room is probably the most one of the disease carrying places in the world. If you know what I'm saying, you need the vaccine. You're gonna be in there. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get this vaccine. Let's clear this thing up because it's looking like we're gonna be another lockdown once the summer's over. So,
yep.
With this Delta variant out there. But anyway, let me get off the pulpit and just encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on YouTube. You also catch us on Facebook group, Delay of Game. We're also on Twitter at Delay of Game 3, and we're also on Instagram at the official Delay of Game. And also, this is the first show we've done without Mark, aka Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
So hope to have you back next week. Next week we see same bat time, same bat channel. Peace. We out.
Peace.